Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. So there was actually some concept art that I kind of knew like over a week ago on the Walking in the final season. I don't know if this is for episode 3, but this looks like to be like in the future of like episodes 3 and 4, so I thought it'd be interesting to talk about it. And I just want to let you guys a warning that some of these might be spoilery. I don't think they're really spoilery, but in case you guys don't really want to see new characters or other things, then I recommend you click away from this video because I will be talking about some new stuff, which is not really spoilers, it's just new face reveals, and that's pretty much it. So anyways, I wanted to talk about some things about some concept art that looks like it's been not used, but might be used in the future, so I thought it'd be interesting. First one I wanted to talk about was Lily. You can see her character model, and you can see that she had like a little bit of a shorter haircut. Not really, but like you can see that she has a scar in her face with like a cigarette, which looks actually kind of cool. And then it shows her with a version that she doesn't have a scar. Not sure if she'll get a scar later in the season. That would be awesome if she does. Maybe get a scar depending on like what we do or determine it. So I think that would be interesting if she gets a scar because I don't know. I personally don't think, I think she looks better with long hair and with no scar, but to make her look more badass, I guess, she looks better with the scar. And then in the next picture, you can see that there are more versions of Lily. This is not really a big deal, but just in case, cosmetics might change in the near episodes, like AJ, how he changed his outfit, but we'll have to see. I don't think Lily will really change her outfit. I think she'll pretty much be the same. And the next concept art, which is actually more interesting, is actually a picture of Minerva. This is actually really interesting. We never got to see Minerva really, like in the present time, and this is what she'll look like pretty much, I think, from the concept art. She'll have a coat, and then she has like a crossbow, which is cool. Kind of like Daryl in a way in the Walking Dead TV show, and yeah, she looks really different because she had longer hair, and I'm guessing they had to cut their hair because of, you know, survival in the Delta camp if Minerva is still alive. I personally think she's still alive just because Lily mentioned her, but I'm wondering if Sophie is alive because there's not really a concept art of her, so considering the twins, it might not be hard to like, you know, switch like models, if that makes sense. Maybe that's why there isn't a Sophie model, but we'll have to see what happened to her and Minerva. If she is even alive, we gotta find out. In the next concept art, you can see that there is multiple hairstyles of Minerva. I really don't like B or C. I only like D. I only like A. I feel like A looks more natural with like the long hair, and I don't know. She kind of looks like Samba in a way now that I'm thinking about it from Overwatch. So that's something to keep in mind. Let me know what you guys enjoy from this concept art of A, B, C, or D. In the next concept art, you can see that we can see the fishing rod place where we went fishing in episode 1. You can see that that's there. And in the bottom, we never seen that before. It looks like to be the McKill Ranch because it just does, considering there's horses. So I'm wondering if the McKill Ranch flashback is still gonna happen, or is it simply just cut out? Because I think it's just cut out pretty much. I don't think they're gonna really have any use for the ranch. So I'm really hoping there's a flashback because episode 2 was they like hyped up the McKill Ranch, and then for it to be nothing, that was just disappointment. If they told us what happened, I would have been a little bit happy, but we know nothing. So I'm hoping it'll be at least mentioned in episode 3. Oh, what am I saying? Next concept art is so interesting. This is kind of like I want to say a big one, but I know a lot of people in the community are happy, but you can see that there is a Clem and Lee like younger model of when Clem was 8 years old, and this seems to be around the time in the motor end, I think. So this could be where the flashback is happening, in my opinion. Now you can see Clem is really high detailed, and it really looks weird because in season 1 they had like big eyes, and considering they look natural in like final season instead of like, I want to say cartoony-ish, but like more like realistic, if that makes sense, I guess was the word. So what do I think about this Clem and Lee flashback? I'm hoping considering the team is back together, not all entirely, but that's the plan. I'm hoping this doesn't get cut because this looks like it could be a pretty cool concept. I understand that we already got a flashback in season 2, but seeing the flashback in the final season will be cool. But if we don't get it, then I wouldn't care. But just seeing this looks really cool. So seeing Lee again is really weird. So yeah, I also have people complain about Lee's eyes. I kind of agree they're kind of small. Maybe make them a tiny bit bigger, just a tad bit bigger. And yeah. Anyways, in the next concept art, we can see old version of Clem and the new version of Clem with the red jacket. Now, a lot of people say that Clem had like a lot of dirt in the earlier version, while Clem still has dirt in the new version. And what's my opinion? She looks fine with the black jacket, but the red coat does look cool on her. Like, I do agree. I really wish that the earlier version was used in the McKill Ranch. Maybe it still is, who knows. We don't know if it's still going to be used, but to be honest, at this point, I think the McKill Ranch won't happen. I think this is just pretty much just like a earlier version prototype at this point, so that's just my opinion. But they can still use it, depending if they want to or not. Now, in the next screenshot, we can see it's Lily again with different skull variation. That's something else I want to mention. That this is just showing off what she looked like with the skull in like different angles, I guess. And then in the next concept though, we can see a better viewpoint of the skull, and looks really interesting. There's actually more to the skull. You can see like there's the greenhouse or green shell, what they call it, and then you can see more parts of the skull and like the main area of the skull. So yeah, there's part of the skull we haven't really explored, which I don't know if we'll explore or not. Now we can see a picture of Lewis, or concept art of Lewis, and he has short hair. It looks really weird, and they got him with freckles, and then I think without freckles with versions. And I'm wondering if they're gonna cut out his hair if Lily captures him for the Delta Camp. I think that's possible, to be honest, because for the Delta Camp, it seems like they have to have short hair. That way they won't get tangled on by walkers, so they're really keen on survival. So I think they'll force Lewis to cut his hair somehow. And considering they have electricity, I think it's possible. And now we're going to more new characters that we never heard of before, and her name is Asha. We have no idea who she is, but she looks like she has a hammer weapon. I think she'll just be part of the Delta Camp. That's what I'm thinking of. She looks like an adult, kind of. I'm not sure if I'm the only one who sees her as an adult, but she kind of looks like one. But yeah, Asha looks more like an adult. And then in the next concept art we can see is a basketball court. At least, yeah, it looks like a basketball court. I think this is pretty much concept art, and I don't think it would be cool to see a concept art, the basketball court in episode 3. Maybe we could put Abel in the basketball court and like tie him up. That would be kind of cool. But at this point, I don't think the basketball court is really like the priority. Or then again, the green shed place, the greenhouse, whatever, that wasn't shown in episode 1. And then people didn't think it would happen in episode 2. But who knows? Maybe the basketball court will happen in episode 3. That would be cool. Last concept art is this woman, whose name is someone very special, and is Jill. Now, Jill has some tattoos on her neck, and I think, again, she's part of the Delta Camp group, and maybe she's working alongside with Lily. Maybe she's the main leader. That's what I'm thinking of. Because she looks really cool. I really like her like colorful texture designs, and this was really more detailed than Asha at the moment. I think Asha was just really early concept art, while Jill, they just drew her out pretty much. So that's kind of like what I'm thinking at the moment. So yeah. I hope you guys did enjoy this video. I know it's kind of boring to talk about concept art, but I thought it was interesting to talk about, like, you know, like concept art that was used for the final season, which may or may not happen, because concept art means just thinking of ideas or drawing art ideas that they thought of, and it could be cut, it could not be cut, but we'll have to see. So yeah, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later for more content for the Walking in the Final Season and other games. Bye.